Hi, Taurus. This is your reading for the time period of August 1st to August 31st, 2020. For those of you who are new to my channel or you're just visiting, welcome to Imani's Lightwork. Okay, so I hope that you guys have been doing well. A new update in the Keys to Akasha section of my channel would be Naya Rivera's case. Okay, so if you haven't viewed it, please feel free to do so. If you have any questions or comments or concerns pertaining to her case and that of other cases, my information for contact is available on the main page of my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's begin and see what energies come in for you, Taurus, for the month of August. I get this idea of a blessing. I was actually hearing it before. I was actually kind of picking it up before I even started the video. So I kind of feel this idea that you may be experiencing. I also get a job opportunity. You could be experiencing a form of a blessing and a job opportunity of some type. It could be a job opportunity. It could be like a relationship, a new one. I also get a wedding. It could also be something going on with a wedding. You could be getting married, or someone else around you could be getting married. All right, but let's see what's going on. All right, Taurus. So I almost said time. I was about to say so the time, but I said for so the card underneath is the sign of Scorpio. So you may be having. I meant to say you may have a Scorpio element around you, or it's just transition energy because of something that you're experiencing. I keep getting wedding, so you could be getting married in August. Yes, that could be a possibility, or someone else around you is, but too early. So when I said someone else around you is, something's going on with something like that being too early, or you may be thinking that someone is getting married too early. I mean, the pandemic is still happening, so that could be where the idea of getting married too early is coming from, because people aren't really sure how it would be in terms of family members and friends getting together and spending time with one another during this pandemic. So that could be another really interesting thought process that you may have about yourself and that of another individual around you. It could be a Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio element that is getting married. I get something is real. So if somebody's getting married for the first time, is you may be emphasizing the fact that it's something may be a real marriage for you. So if it's not an actual like when I say real marriage, it could, like, you have like paper marriages, and then you have real marriages where people can experience the love of another person. It really show their love to other people, like walk down the aisle, real marriage. So there's that interpretation of it as well. That could be happening to you directly. That could be happening to a Scorpio, or it's just transition energy because of a new job opportunity. And in some cases, the idea of a marriage could be associated to that of a new job opportunity. So that may be something that's really coming in for you in terms of love, in terms of a job, etc. Some type of experience that you do have there, okay? Or life-changing experience, which is really nice to experience for August. The Nine of Wands energy is here. So and Nine of Wands energy is here because this brings in the energy of fire signs like Aries and Leo and Sag. Ellen, I get this idea of they may not approve of something. So like I said, something was going on there with like an early marriage, like some type of early marriage, or like something could be going on there like with a job, or like something is going on with their approval, but approve of job. So they do approve of a job that you may be getting if it's fire sign energies, but don't need their approval also. So there's this element of not needing fire sign energies approval also. If it's giving me this idea that fire sign energies could be like parents, they could be like siblings, they could be like family members. If this is like a workplace environment where you're having this kind of interaction with fire signs, knows what's best for you. So if this is in the workplace, fire sign energies just know what's best for you, and they could be your co-workers that are telling you, dude, I think you're you're doing, I think I get jumping in something too fast. I think you're doing this too fast. I think you're trying to get married too early. I think you're trying, whatever it is that they're giving you, or it could be the other way around where they're telling you, dude or miss, I think you're doing a good job. I think what you're doing is, I think the time that you're doing it works perfectly well with you. It just depends on the kind of interaction that you're having with the fire sign energies there. But they do approve of a job. In terms of a marriage, like, I don't know, marriage, or like having, like, setting up what do you call it, setting up a wedding and doing those kind of things, that may be something that they want to keep their eyes on. Or because of during the pandemic now, people are really unsure of how things are going to turn out in terms of weddings and those kind of things. The job is fine, but this could be, the wedding is coming through strongly because you may end up going to one. I mean, it doesn't have to be you, like, that's getting married. You could be just going to a wedding, something like that, or something like a wedding, some type of event. It doesn't have to be a wedding either. It could be like a banquet. It could be like a dinner, a family dinner of some type, a friend dinner, like maybe your friends want to invite you, your family members like, no, the pandemic is still happening, I'm not sure. And that could be that could be yourself, like, evaluating the situation, like, is it worth it me going to this banquet to go eat with my friends? You know what I mean? Should I wait? The job is definitely fine. I get more than one. The job is definitely fine. You may end up getting more than one job. If you don't already have more than one job, you may get more than one job. Okay. Your wedding position has the Three of Pentacles energy. So the Three of Pentacles energy could be, this is your energy and that of other earth signs, but they're making a major change. So they're making a major change. So you're dealing with Virgos and what do you call it? You could be dealing with Virgos. You could be dealing with another Taurus, a Capricorn energy. They're the ones that are making some type of major change. But I also get something about, like, housemate, or like that's the earth, another earth sign energy. Could be like a housemate or a classmate or a friend. They could be another co-worker of some type that you observe that they're making, like, some type of major decision. But share that with fire sign. So when I said that too, you could have shared that with an Aries. You shared that thought with a Leo. You shared that thought with a Sag, of some type of observance that you have about an external earth sign energy that you're dealing with here. So like I said from the beginning, all the wedding and the job and the more than one job and the there's this idea of biting off more than someone could chew also. So that could be something that you're experiencing for yourself, or that could be something that you're in observance and that external earth sign energies are doing. And it could be like a Virgo, or I get business when I said Virgo. So you could be doing a business with a Virgo, or you may be talking to the fire sign and want to visit. You could be talking to the fire sign energies about visiting a Virgo, spending time with a Virgo, whatever earth sign, or it's a Capricorn, or it could be like another Taurus that you want to spend time with. But very involved. So the Three of Pentacles, the earth sign energies external, they're very involved. Like, they're very involved, meaning like they are, what would be an example of being very involved? Very involved. They're very involved with, like, current events and what do you call it? What's happening in the world right now? Their community and community work and those kind of things. The earth sign energy is really involved with that. Like, external earth sign energies are really involved with that. And that could be something that you're talking, but I keep getting this idea of not needing their approval, not needing fire sign energy approval, not needing somebody's approval, but it's fire energy. So it's coming from, it's something that you're talking about that you do want to do. You're sharing it with a Sag, you're sharing it with an Aries or a Leo, but they either approve or they don't, pertaining to something that an earth sign energy external from you is doing, or an invitation that an external earth sign energy that you're tied to is giving out to you. It just depends on what's going on. That's why the Three of Pentacles energy is in the waiting position. But there's also this idea of taking up an opportunity. You could be doing that with the earth sign, taking up an opportunity with the earth sign. And I also get this idea of signing. You may need to sign you may need to sign paperwork. You may need to sign a contract or a work contract of some kind there as well too. I'm looking at the Nine of Wands energy too, how to get them in, how to get fire sign energy in to something as well, like how to get an Aries or a Sag or a Leo, how to get them in. How to get them in the same job as you, how to get them, what's another situation, how to get them to be in the same business as you. It just depends on what's going on. So these are things that you could be discussing with the earth sign, with external earth sign energies that you will potentially end up working with if you don't work with them already. Okay. Your present has the Page of Wands energy. Page of Wands could bring in the energy of a younger fire sign, like a young adult fire sign energy, or it could be a child. The fire sign energy could be a child. They could also be, if it's not a person, the Page of Wands could be just a venture, a new idea, a new job opportunity that you're going on. It kind of resides with the fire sign energy there too as well. I'm looking at them. They could also be a new coworker. Now I get that idea too. Page of Wands could be a new coworker that you're going to end up interacting with. Something like that, but more advanced. So when I said a new coworker that you may potentially end up working with, they're more advanced. Like, they could be younger than you and they're more advanced. They could be in the same age group as you and they're more advanced at something. Someone is more advanced. You yourself may be more advanced than someone that you are working with, or someone new that you're working with. You may be deeming yourself to be more advanced than that person, or that person may be more advanced than you. So it could be the earth sign, or it could be the Page of Wands energy that's here. You know what I mean? Could be the Page of Wands energy, but hooked up to work with. Page of Wands could be someone that you are being hooked up to work with, like a what do you call it? Like some type of work partner, someone that you're being asked to do some type of like a collab with in the workplace. Something is either more, something is going on there with advancement, or like their advancement, whatever it is. Someone could have also started something earlier than you as well too. And starting something earlier than you could be, I'll give you a perfect example. This is like, if this is a job situation, then starting something earlier than you would mean that they may already be in the workplace that you got hired, and you could have gotten hired to their job later on in the year. But because of that, they may be more advanced than you, or you may have gotten hired in some type of position earlier than this individual was, but they could have came in later and they're more advanced than you, or you are more advanced than this individual. If the Page of Wands energy is the embodiment of a person. This depends on what's happening there. But when I pick up the Three of Pentacles energy, I get this idea of a competition, or a subconscious competition that you may be experiencing with a Page of Wands energy. You know what I mean? Some type of subconscious competition or an outward competition that you may be experiencing with them. It just depends on what's going on. The Ten of Cups energy is in the future. So the Ten of Cups would be family or family interactions of some kind. Your instincts has the Ten of Wands energy. Ten of Wands are difficult. Ten of Wands in your instincts, it is in your headspace. Something may be difficult that you observe, or that some type of interaction with the fire sign energies may be difficult, but their comparison. So when I said that too, something's going on. The Ten of Wands and the instincts, some type of the fire sign energies may be making some type of comparison, subconsciously or outwardly. Are the earth sign energies making some type of comparison? Just depends. Are you making a comparison between you and the fire sign, between you and the Page of Wands? So it could be more than one. Of course, it could be more than one fire sign energy that you could be having, that you could be making some type of interesting comparison with, some comparison to. You could be on the outside looking in to the fire sign, making a comparison between you and the earth sign, or you. It could be one fire sign making a comparison between you and another fire sign. It could be a fire sign making a comparison between you and another earth sign. Or the earth sign could be making a comparison between you and the fire sign. Just depends on what's going on in a workplace environment, in a business deal environment, whatever kind of environment, you know what I mean? Whatever kind of environment that is happening in. But I get a word, like I get trust. So whether there are comparisons being made, like I get this feeling of trusting yourself, trusting your instincts, you know what I mean? Trusting yourself, or having trust in your capabilities, having trust in your capabilities, trusting in your capabilities. You know, and that could be something that you want to discuss with the fire sign. And I get, before you start something, you want to discuss with the fire sign energies your capabilities before you make a move, before you leave, before you decide to work somewhere. You want them to be able to trust in your capabilities. Have a discussion about, yes, I'm fine. My capabilities are pristine. I'm fine. I'm capable. That could be something that you're discussing with the fire sign energies there. Discussing capabilities. They could be discussing but something could be going on with them in their own job. If they don't work with you, something could be happening with them personally in their own job, or the same type of experience that you're having in your job or your new one, they may be sharing with you. Those kind of things to look out for. Your accomplishment has the Ten of Swords energy, so I don't really like to see the Ten of Swords energy in the accomplishment, but it's not the Ten of Swords right next to the Nine of Wands training. The Ten of Swords energy is some type of training that you may experience. I mean, nobody really likes training in whatever kind of environment, especially if it's like a business deal or a workplace. People usually like to bypass any kind of training that they need to take, but the Ten of Swords energy is here for the accomplishment in terms of training. You know what I mean? I also get something like a conversation where someone could be trying to someone could be trying to tell you to take something, like take another one, or just take one. Sometimes, oh, I see what's going on here. This could be a situation where if you're in a workplace or in a new workplace, this could be a situation here where you could be trying to explain. Something's going on with a new coworker. You could be trying to explain to a new coworker or a current coworker, I already took this training. But the Nine of Wands, that's why the Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands and the Ten of Wands energy is there, because you could be trying to explain to a coworker or a supervisor. They could be your supervisor, whoever, just a coworker that dominates things. You're trying to explain to them, I already took the training, I already submitted the training, but their suggestion is for you to take another one. Like that's why the Ten of Swords energy is in the accomplishment. Do another one, take another one. Whatever it is, do something again. It just depends on what's going on. But why? So I get this idea, you could be asking someone why. Why do I need to take this again? Why do I need to do this again? Whatever it is. But you could already have something in your, if it's work, you could already have something in your portfolio, in your profile. You may already have submitted something. Whatever it is. But someone is trying to tell you to do it again, or take something, or do a training over again, or take a training period, whatever it is. But this is like going into a workplace, but something's going on with credentials. So if you're going into the workplace, something's also going on there with your credentials in the workplace, or just making sure that all your credentials are listed in chronological order. Your expertise, everything is outlined and organized. That could be something that someone's discussing with you in the workplace, or even in a hiring process. But I get this idea of being scared, or like being really fearful. I mean, you'll be fine if that's the case. Everything will be fine. I'm giving you that reassurance that this is something that you're going to experience. You'll be fine. You're going to be fine. That's why I said I was getting that idea of trust yourself. Place trust into the meeting, place trust into the hiring process, place trust in it. Or if you're already here, put trust in there. So if it's not only work, it feels very worky to me. It feels very interviewy to me. It feels very, what's in the situation? It feels very like coworker to coworker interview. It feels very businessy to me. But if it's love, like from the beginning with marriage and relationships, that you're trying to tell someone, when I went on that example, someone may think you should wait in terms of a relationship you're trying to formulate. Like it could be like a love relationship that you're trying to share with someone. This energy could be your partner. Page of Wands could be like a partner, a love partner, and I keep getting this idea of things you should wait to marry. Like someone's idea is that the Page of Wands energy energetically by itself, if it's not a person, you yourself could be going through these thought processes. You thinking that you should wait to marry. You may want to marry someone, thinking that in terms of, if it's not marriage, just getting into a new relationship. Someone thinks that you should wait to get into a new relationship, or go, if it has something to do with marriage, it has something to do with being invited to someone's home to meet their family for the first time, or just go with your partner to their family's home for the first time. or just going to spend time with their family during the pandemic, and but that's where the fear is coming from. So that's understandable. That could be your fear. That could be like a parent's fear, a friend's fear, your partner's fear. You're telling them where you're going. You're telling them that you. I also get a virtual interview. Something is going on here with the interview, but the spirit said something's going on here specifically with a virtual interview, like a virtual one, like a virtual interview that you are going to potentially experience, or you could have already experienced it. Like a virtual interview, a virtual date. I don't know, a virtual date, a virtual interview, a virtual meeting of some kind. That psychoanalyzing. When I said a virtual meeting of some type, it's like you may be psychoanalyzing a virtual meeting of some kind here. Whatever the meeting is, it feels very businessy and worky. Love is intertwined with it. Going to spend time with someone. You may be trying to do it virtually, which is really interesting as well too. The two, or someone may be recommending you do it, meet somebody or spend time with someone virtually. Something may be weird about the idea of doing that. The Two of Pentacles is in the is in the spiritual self, right next to the Three of Pentacles energy. So Two of Pentacles balancing. Money will be fine. The spirit said money will be fine. Money will be fine. Like money is not going to be a problem. All right, money's not going to be a problem. Money will be fine. That's why there's balance in your spiritual self. Money is fine. Okay, your mentality has the Four of Pentacles energy. But why do you think? So the spirit said, why do you think you need to do this? Ten of Wands with the Four of Pentacles is like, the Four of Pentacles is like penny pinching. Why do you think you need to do? You don't need to do. Because the Two of Pentacles in the spiritual self gave you that reassurance that money was going to be fine. Why do you think the spirit said, why do you think you need to do? You don't need to do that. That's why the Ten of Wands is up here, the instincts and the mentality. You don't need to do that. You don't need a penny pinch. You don't need to do whatever it is. You don't need to do that. What's changing is the sign of Virgo. I did say that there was a Virgo element there. Like every time I say Virgo, I get something about runs business, or they may have their own business of some kind, or they may run their own business of some kind, or they're in a business but wants to work with. You may want to work with a Virgo, do something with a Virgo, or it's just hermit energy with virtual interviews. It's hermit energy with a job offer. It's hermit energy with a date, with marrying someone. That's all that is. It's something along those lines that you could either pick a situation. All along one of those lines is giving you a hermit vibe, or you want to be or work with a Virgo. But recommended, being or working with a Virgo is recommended, whichever earth sign. Being or working with a Capricorn is recommended. Being or working with, it could be like another Taurus, but the Virgo element is here, you know. But I keep getting this idea of fear or being scared and money. But I get seeing someone too. So being scared of just seeing someone as well. Like seeing them, being scared to see. You may be scared to see a Virgo. I mean, I have seen a Virgo in a while, whichever earth sign. Seeing them, meeting them, interacting with them in a group meeting, in a job, in a family. But you want to go see them. Someone may not think you should. Like there's this idea. Someone may think that you should not, or someone thinks you should. And you're sharing that with the fire sign. Don't think you should. You're sharing that with the fire sign. They don't think you should. If it's a Virgo by themselves, just a Virgo. The Capricorn energy, and if it's another Taurus, like they're okay. There's financial stability. There's an energy of financial stability that they're exuding that you should connect to. But that's where the fear is coming from. So when I said it too, that's where the fear is coming from. But everything will be fine in that sense. But I also get an invitation. So they could be inviting you to something. They could be inviting you to something fun. They could just be inviting you to something. You know? They could be inviting you to something, period. But the Hermit is in the changing, not going to see. You may decide not to go see a Virgo, spend time with a Virgo specifically. Other earth signs are fine, like Capricorns and other Tauruses and whoever, or just interacting with them. But it's a Virgo that you may not go to, that you may not see for some reason, whatever it is. The resolution has the King of Swords energy. So King of Swords would be like an Aquarian male, Libra male, Gemini energy. That's a male in the resolution going towards the Ten of Cups. You may live with them. You may work with them. There could be a new higher, their recommendation. Something's also going on with their recommendation. Like they may be giving you a recommendation for something, but over someone else's. So the King of Swords energy, they could be coming in to give you a recommendation over a recommendation that someone had previously given you. That's why the Hermit is there. The Ten of Swords energy is there next to the Nine of Wands. You know, fire sign energies may not want you to, but tired of. Fire sign energies may be tired of the King of Swords energy, or your interaction with King of Swords. If you do have an interaction with the King of Swords energy, you may be talking about them, but you may not really like them, but someone may want you to interact with them. But something's also going on there with their recommendation that they're not going to take. Their recommendation, you're trying to say that you're not going to take if it's a King of Swords energy, in whatever environment King of Swords energy is in. But I get jealous also. Something that could be going on with them could be like a feeling of they may be jealous of you. You know, something may be going on there with them with jealousy, or your interactions. Their friend, your interactions with their your interactions with their friend may be making them jealous. Or vice versa. Something's interesting that's going on there. But a Ten of Cups is in the future, making family happy. Ten of Cups is in the future because of making family happy. So King of Swords could be a brother, a friend, a family member. They could be another co-worker. You know, whatever it is, someone like a mentor of some type. You know what I mean? And something that they thinks theirs is better. They think something that they want to offer you, they think is better than something that someone else is trying to give you. It could be a choice. It could just be as simple as Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. A choice that you need to make about, like, from the beginning, a date, a job, an interview, a virtual one, going somewhere, going to a banquet, going to a meeting. They think that their option is better than someone else's that is here. So they may think that their option, they may think that could be why something's interesting going on with your situation with a Virgo, because of it has something to do with the King of Swords energy recommendation that they may be recommending you go work with. They may be recommending you go work with Virgo, but you may not want to go do something with a Virgo. Visit the Virgo, work with the Virgo. They may not agree. I mean, you don't agree, but you may not agree with their recommendation to go do something that pertaining to something that has going on, that has something to do with a Virgo. But whatever you have going on with external earth sign energies and fire sign or whatever, take theirs. Spirit said take theirs. Take their recommendation, not the King of Swords energy recommendation. All right, so whatever it has to do, it could just be as simple as spending time with someone, meeting someone, virtual meetings of some kind. It's a couple of different marriage, dating, something like that. You know, meeting someone, talking to someone. Interviews, training. I need it, I don't need it. Whatever it is. All right, let's do outcome on this, Taurus. Okay, Capricorn, materialism, right? Materialism is the sign of Capricorn. Their recommendation. Something's going on with their recommendation. So you may end up taking their recommendation. Someone would be. You're taking their recommendation. Someone would be. Whatever, or you could be giving them a recommendation. You could be giving the Capricorn energy a recommendation. Or just obsessed. This materialism, the energy of materialism, you may just be a choice. You're obsessed with a choice, is why the materialism energy is here. a choice of marrying, a choice of dating, a choice of leaving the state to go visit, leaving the state or country to go visit someone is also intertwined with this. A training and telling someone you need it, you don't need it. An interview, a virtual interview, an in-person interview, whatever it is. A job, something, you know. But I keep getting take theirs. I'm looking at the material. It's Capricorn. Take their recommendation, not King of Swords energy recommendation. All right. Let me know how it resonates. Taurus, be well. Take care. Bye.